Hello, my name is Anisha Freeman. I'm also known as the locksmith because I make keys for people who are locked up in their minds. I'm here to tell you about my 12-week spiritual mind renewing program that I'm actually doing online in the form of a webinar for the very first time. I've done the secular version of my program for years in group settings. I've done the spiritual version of my program the last few years in a group setting, but this is the very first time that I'm offering the Lies That Bind cognitive restructuring, mind renewing, word-based program online. It will be held on Tuesdays and Thursdays in the form of a webinar beginning Tuesday, February the 7th of the year 2017, and it will be held every Tuesday and Thursday for 12 weeks from 6:30 p.m. to 8 o'clock p.m. to give people time to get home from work and take care of their family. So for people who are not familiar with the Lies That Bind program, let me tell you a little bit about it. I introduce people to their unconscious belief system that makes decisions for them without their conscious awareness. So I have a secular program that I keep totally separate from the spiritual program, and it's been used in Kent County with 61st District Court for 12 years. They're still using the program. It's just being delivered by another therapist that I train. But a few years ago, God gave me the spiritual version of the program. And so let me show you the difference. So people who go through the Lies That Bind program, I do a formative years assessment where I code the belief system that was implanted into their unconscious mind during that critical time period. That's why they call them the formative years. Okay, so here's like the front. I don't know if you can see it because of the glare of the camera. Here's the front of one of my secular cards. Here's a villain lie, blame others for your actions. And here is the truth in everyday word language. The difference with the spiritual cards is the front of the cards look exactly the same, but the back of the cards are different. The back of the card tells you the exact satanic plot for each specific lie that was implanted. Then it takes you to the word. So we have, during the groups, we'll do, the webinar is going to consist of PowerPoints. You're going to have homework. You'll have an individual session with me where I'll conduct the formative years assessment. We can do it through Skype or FaceTime on the phone. It'll be a personal session with me where I will examine your childhood from every avenue that could have possibly contributed to your unconscious belief system, and then I'll code it. Sometimes I forget where I'm supposed to look when I'm doing these videos. You're supposed to look in the camera. But we'll also be doing a lot of different worksheets. Like I have worksheets that are for my secular program, but I also have worksheets that God gave me specific for the spiritual version. So like here's an example of one of the worksheets from the spiritual program. This one is called, this is an example of a completed copy of the worksheet. It's called The Lie Is Lying to Me. And so when you get your worksheets, because I'll email you the worksheets before each session, we'll be doing you'll get the blank version. So this particular worksheet helps you understand the unconscious internal dialogue that the lie produces. For example, this lie here on the example is compared to others, you come up short. The lie doesn't just tell you, compared to others, you come up short. It has an ongoing running dialogue with you. This is the type of information that you'll receive in the 12-week program. So let me read some of the type of dialogue this lie will have with people. This lie, compared to others, you come up short. It says you are in a contest with people, that your value as a person is being determined by what others have or do, or what others don't have and what others don't do. The lie, compared to others, you come up short, will also say you will be replaced by those who have more than you or those who do more than you. So those are just a few examples of the type of dialogue that the lie will have with people, and how these worksheets will help you understand these lies in depth. And you'll also be given tools, specific tools to help renew your mind. In the secular world, we call it cognitive restructuring. But for the spiritual program, we can call it what it is, mind renewing. You know, and some of the comments, because I give evaluations after my program, some of the comments that I saw in the evaluation was that they really, really liked this program because they've heard for years that they need to renew their mind, and they know that they need to use the Word of God. But these worksheets and the cards are specific tools that they can use during their daily devotion, so they're actually having something tangible to use, to take the Word of God, to plug it in into a sheet to help them, a worksheet to help them see. So here's the lie, here's the truth. Because I saw a quote on Facebook. It says, before the truth will set you free, you have to know what lie has you bound. And most of these lies are unconscious. The God of this world has blinded the unbelievers' minds. He hid the lies in people's unconscious. So if you want to register for the lies that bind, you go to my website. My website is AnishaConsulting.com. Anisha is spelled ANNESHIA. AnishaConsulting.com. Hold your mouse or the little pointer over the products, drop the little products tab, and you'll see a drop down menu, and you can click on the 12-week registration, or you can click on the information page and read about it in depth, and then it'll have a link to take you to the registration page. So again, that's AnishaConsulting.com. We start Tuesday, February the 7th. It'll be the best investment you've ever made in your life, I promise you. Talk to you soon.